It's kind of pretty.
It is pretty. What do you think, besides paper, is the most challenging for an entrepreneur?
Emails, bing, 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 bing. Checking your emails, that inbox. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that your inbox is a call to action. So the only reason that you're getting an email from anybody is they want you to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you start off at the top of the day in your inbox, basically you're setting yourself up for, sidetracking and not getting the stuff that you want to get done. Because when you open up an email, they want you to do something. They want you to click, they want you to call, they want you to whatever. So, I think that the inbox is such a big distraction that you should never check your emails first thing in the morning. And this is a really highly debated, concept right now. Tim Ferriss started it, and a lot of people are like, I think that's a bunch of bunk. But I'll tell you, it's totally true that if you don't check your emails first thing in the morning, you can set your day up for success. Obviously you have to check your inbox, but there is no law in the world that you have to get back with somebody right away as soon as it hits your inbox, and you don't have to check it first thing in the morning. You do have to check it, obviously, but it should be a very contained amount of time. Mm-hmm. And for people who work, in their own, on their office, solopreneurs or entrepreneurs, check it right before you're going into lunch, or check it at the end of the day, but please don't check it right when you sit down to do your work for the day. You'll be out there in la la land before you know it if you don't pay attention.
That's been one of the biggest changes I've made a couple of things since moving. I contain the amount of time I actually am accessible to my clients so that I can have that space to do some things like my own writing. So I don't check my emails even on weekends.
Yeah.
I didn't
check it yesterday and someone was upset. I'm like, it's Sunday. I'm not going to check my email.
Yeah. It's like, no, this is my time. So I don't check. First thing in the morning is my time. And then about just before 11, I'll check an email, check my emails, because that's when I start seeing clients normally. And then I stop at 6. I'll check my emails again. And then it's done. I'm done. I'm not going to stay up all night waiting for emails. And that's made it was a little difficult to do at first, but it was more about training me and having that space.
Yeah. And a lot of people are really scared about doing it. And, if you have a fear around that, I would advise any of your listeners to put a tagline at the end of your email in your signature saying, in order to more effectively help my clients, I'm only checking my emails, once or twice a day. I will respond to you within 24 hours. Something like that. So you can always put a little caveat at the end until you train the people that are interacting with you frequently that you're not going to be there. You're not going to be click, click, and answer right away. Yeah. So that's one way to train your people and to also train yourself, because it's now part of your signature line.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because I was often, how do I tell it? Some people I've actually explained to people that I was available to almost 24/7, it seems. And then it was like, no, this isn't good for any of us. I can't even focus on the work that I'm supposed to be doing for them if I'm checking for emails all the time. So,
yeah. So, the words, in order to serve my clients and myself better, or you can, if you don't like the serve word, because we had talks about that, come up with some other word. But in order to better assist my clients, I am only checking emails, blah, 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 whenever you're going to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that is, I've heard that from a lot of people, not only Tim Ferriss, but, Brendan Bouchard, many people saying, don't touch those emails. For me, it's the most creative part of my day, is that early morning. So.
Yeah. And it's still a hot point of debate. I mean, people will still argue, they'll be arguing it forever. You have to check your emails, but whatever works for you. And, I really applaud that you're doing that now, because anytime that you do a major move or a major transition, it's the perfect time to set up new habits mm-hmm. and new skill sets. So by you changing right as soon as you landed is perfect, because now you'll be into that routine and doing it. And something that you had mentioned that also I wanted to address was having times for your big projects. Oftentimes as entrepreneurs, we're stuck in busyness and we never get down to business. And the reason that we don't tackle the big projects, writing the book, editing the book, making that video, doing something really big, is that we're not setting aside a 4-hour block of time within our week to tackle the big stuff. So I think it's really, really critical that you set aside at least 1 4-hour block of time to tackle a big project. That's a minimum once a week, 4 hours, uninterrupted time. Just like you say, you turn off your phone, you turn off your bingers, any distractions, that you have that uninterrupted time to really focus on the big project so that you can move the ball down the court. Because all of us, I'm sure, have this big thing that we've been trying to do for a very long time that just is not manifested. And I would guarantee that it's because of not setting aside that 4-hour block. And I'm a culprit too of not doing that, so this is a message to myself as well, have 1 4-hour, and generally if it can be the consistent same time of the same day of the same week, every week, then you'll know, hey, this is my project time. I'm not going to have phone calls. I'm not going to have meetings. I'm not going to do this or that or the other. This is my time to move my own personal goals down the field.
Right. Very good. Yep. It's also another habit. I block that time. So it's been good.
Good job.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good. I do think we get into these habits of just being busy by responding to what everybody else wants us to do. And then we get lost in the shuffle, and then we're not working effectively as any place, and we're not energized.
Yeah, we're depleted, and we worked all day and we have no idea what we actually did. How often does that happen? It's like, what happened to you today? I don't know. And generally when you have that response, it's because you got sidetracked and whammied by somebody else who wanted you to do something, and you never got any of your stuff done.
Yep.
So you got to really protect your space and protect your time, and give yourself that, add that space to your schedule.
One other question that I can think of right now: what is the best way for someone to start getting organized? Because we build momentum by just that's often that getting started is the most difficult. If there was one thing you could recommend, what would that be?
Well, just get started. And I know that sounds easy, right? But what you want to do is you want to start with a place that you feel that you can finish. It can be something very small. Maybe you want to go through your sock collection and just weed out the ratties. Maybe you want to go to your junk drawer, although that's a little bit harder. Start with some place that you can actually make some change that you can complete in a 4-hour block or even a 2-hour block. Because what happens is that letting go is a muscle. And you have to, our letting go muscle is basically atrophied on almost all of us. So once you learn that you can let go of things, let go, your muscle develops and you become a master at letting go of the stuff that doesn't serve you. So start small. Start with something that you know that for sure that you can tackle and that you can finish. And then when you have the mastery of that one small space, you will be so motivated and so energized to move into a bigger and bigger projects. And you'll know, oh, I did that. I could do that for sure. So you just have to become masterful in one small area, and you'll get the juice and the energy to do bigger and bigger things.
Awesome. I love that. And that is true. It is true.
Yeah, start small. You don't have to organize a garage first thing. Please don't. Or everything will be on the street and have to come back in at dark. Start with something that you can actually tackle and work it. And if you're in an area that has a professional organizer and you just want to jumpstart, grab a pro just to be with you one session to really get your juices going and see how you should be doing it. If you get stymied at the start, you can, hire a pro to help you start it, because we are fast.
Yeah.
You want to get something, you want to get a garage done in a day, hire a professional organizer. We'll do it in a day generally. At least I will.
And you also have a course.
Yes, I have a course that's based on my best-selling book, How to Master Your Muck. The full name of it is How to Master Your Muck, Get Organized, Add Space to Your Life, Live Your Purpose. And it's all about the premise of what we have been discussing this whole interview. This book was written for solopreneurs and entrepreneurs. And it's all the stuff that I have been teaching clients for years on the systems that they should put in place. Take, for instance, do they have a good contact management database? Do they have a good scheduling device? Do they have a paper flow system like we put together for you? Are they managing their scheduling properly? Do they have their office supplies all in an area that they can reach them, using the, the circle of influence around their desk? The home office organization course is based on the book. And it dives really deep into all the areas within a business that you need to create systems in order to have success. So it's also set up so that, okay, my database is handled, but boy, I could really use something with my office supplies and getting, that set up. Or maybe my whole workspace is not set up properly. Mm-hmm. Each module covers those different aspects with worksheets and videos and checklists so that you can actually jump into whatever area is really bugging you the most and get to it and organize it.
Great. And we're going to have a link for that, a free few modules, right?
Yeah, there's a mini training program that I'm giving all of you folks for free, and it's 7 steps to organize and energize your home office. So you'll get a little taste and you'll get some motivation to get your home office organized. And then if you want to delve further, you'll have an opportunity to jump into the course if you wish. But I definitely want to start you out with some free training, just to get your juices rolling and see how you like it, and if you feel motivated and inspired, because the whole goal is to be inspired and energized to move your business forward and your life forward. Because let's face it, as entrepreneurs, when our business is cruising, we are motivated and inspired. And so, focusing on having the system set up for success will just actually transform your whole life, right? Because that's what we do as entrepreneurs. It's basically our life as well.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you. I'm so excited to be able to share your message with my tribe here, and watch for the link, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Kathi. Enjoy your new place. I'm jealous. I'm going to come visit you.
You better.
And meet all your new girlfriends that you have out there and go to some shows.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And do some hiking.
Yeah,
get outside. So
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Kathi. Good luck with everything.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.